Hello my dear students of class 10. Today we will discuss about mass defect, binding energy, nuclear fission and nuclear fusion, and that will end our atomic nucleus chapter. So let's start. Now children, you know that according to Einstein's formula E equals to mc square, where E is given as the energy, m is the mass and c is the speed of light. The original formula was in his main thesis paper m equals to E by c square, which states that when a body is moving in the speed of light, the mass of the body changes into energy. Now we have in our syllabus what is mass defect. According to mass defect, the mass of the nucleus is less than the sum of all the nucleons making it. Nucleons meaning the particles which are inside the nucleus. So, the mass of the nucleus is less than the mass of all the nucleons separately taken. Where is the defect in this mass? This difference in mass is termed as mass defect. The small missing mass is disappeared in the form of energy. The binding energy of a nucleus is that energy which is equivalent to very small amount of mass which disappears when two nucleons bind each other in the nucleus of an atom. As you can see, here the nucleus together is being held by a certain amount of energy. That energy is known as the binding energy. The mass of the nucleus together bounded is less than the separated mass of each of the smallest particles which is making up this nucleus. This missing mass is termed as mass defect, and that is happening because of this binding energy. The mass is getting converted into energy by Einstein's theory. The process of splitting up of the nucleus of a heavy atom after interacting with the projectile into two or more lighter segments with the release of a large amount of energy is known as nuclear fission. You had nuclear fission in your junior classes. Fission means splitting up or breaking up. A typical equation of nuclear fission is given here. Uranium having mass number 235 and atomic number 92 is charged with a neutron of mass number 1 and 0 as the atomic number. The reaction it faces is it splits up into barium and krypton, the daughter nucleus, and along with that there is release of three more neutrons. These three neutrons again attack the uranium atom, which along with that again splits up into their daughter nucleus, and again the neutrons are released. At each step energy is released. This is known as a chain reaction as it continues. The three neutrons produced in the reaction disintegrate three more uranium nuclei. Then 9 neutrons are produced, which in turn can produce fission of 9 more uranium nuclei, and so on. Thus, a chain reaction would start within a few moments. A tremendous amount of energy is liberated. As you can see, the reaction here. Now, there is a certain difference in mass before the reaction and after the reaction. That happens specifically because of mass defect. The missing mass is because of the energy that is being released, and the mass is equivalent to the energy. The principle of nuclear fission using uranium 235 is made use in the construction of atom bomb. In it, the fission reaction takes place in an uncontrolled manner so that enormous amount of heat energy is liberated within a very small duration of time. This makes a severe devastating effect on the environment as a whole on the mankind. During the final stage of World War II, two atom bombs were dropped on the cities of Japan, one of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The two bombings killed at least huge number of people, destroyed a lot like burning effects, radiation sickness, genetic defects, loss of fertility of lands and many others. However, a nuclear reactor is a device in which a controlled nuclear chain reaction can be initiated and sustained to produce energy. They can produce steady flow of neutrons generated by the fission of heavy nuclei. These are used at nuclear power plants for the generation of electricity. Chernobyl accident was the worst nuclear power plant accident in history. It happened on 26 April 1986 in Ukraine. The process of formation of a heavy nucleus after combination of two lighter nuclei along with the release of large amount of energy is called nuclear fusion. A typical example of nuclear fusion reaction is 2H1 plus 3H1 deuterium and tritium giving helium plus neutron plus energy. The difference in mass of the parent nuclei and the daughter nuclei is released in the form of energy. The nuclear fusion reaction takes place at a very high temperature, about 10 to the power 7 degrees Celsius. Due to this fact, nuclear fusion is also called thermonuclear reaction. Such a high temperature can result only from nuclear fission reaction. But once started, the energy release is sufficiently enough to maintain high temperature to fuse more nuclei and the reaction continues. That is why nuclear fission initiates nuclear fusion. Now, nuclear fusion is not a chain reaction. Nuclear fusion takes place in the interior of the sun and other stars. In hydrogen bomb, the synthesis of a heavier atom from hydrogen results in the release of enormous amounts of energy. So my dear class 10 students, today our class ends over here. Hope all of you have understood the chapter Atomic Nucleus. Since our chapter is over today, please go through the entire chapter, read it once or twice, and especially read the last parts where my mass defect, binding energy, nuclear fission and nuclear fusion has been discussed. Stay safe all of you at home. Take care. Thank you class.